All right, guys, this is a video on how to sell window washing door to door. I'm not here to give you any fluff. I'm here to get straight to it. I want you guys to understand that when you're selling, all of these things are going to go into you being able to sell more jobs. If you skip any of these steps, it's going to be a lot harder for you to be able to actually sell. So, first things first is we're going to dive into what you're actually selling. For a lot of you, this is going to be window cleaning or window washing. So, if you try to sell more than one product at the door, it actually makes it a lot harder for you to sell. So you're going to want to be able to focus on one. Dial in on window cleaning if that's what you're doing. I know there's a lot of hype around it from some big influencers. But anyways, for this example, we're going to focus to exterior window cleaning, frames, sills, tracks, screens, and glass. Keeps it really simple. Just understanding the product of what you're actually selling. So once you understand this, you can go into pricing. Now, what I want you to realize when you're selling door to door, there's a price and there's a quote, and these are two different things. And I'm going to give you an example of both. So, with the price, I want you to think about almost like a pigeon in a way. Um, Pigeons are homing pigeons. I'm not really good at drawing, but let's just draw 2 feet on them, and we're tying $100 to them. There's a balloon that we're tying $100 to the bottom of. Now, think about the difference between these two, okay? A balloon, when you let it go up in the air, it's going to fly up here, and there's going to be wind that pushes it here. It's going to go fly out, and it's going to land randomly. You're not going to know where that is going to be going. It's left up in the air. Now, a pigeon, on the other hand, you can take the pigeon down to La La Land over here, blindfold it, spin it in circles so it doesn't know where you took it, and it will still fly all the way back to home. And it will land with its $100 on the foot. You know exactly where it's going to be. Now, in this case, a price where the pigeon is landing is a yes or a no. And on the other hand, we got a quote, which is up in the air. You don't really know if you're going to get the deal or not. So when we're knocking, you have to give prices, not quotes. You're not leaving quotes. So the next thing that happens is I want you guys to understand your minimums and what you guys are actually going to be the lowest you're willing to sell the deal for. If you sell anything lower than your minimum, you're going to get worse clients. You're going to get Karens. You're going to get people that are super picky. You're going to take a long time to do the job. You're going to lose a lot of credibility, and people aren't actually going to see you as a figure of authority and trust that what you're doing is a good job. Now, on the flip side of that, the higher you charge, the better clients you're going to get because you're charging more. People see you as a figure of authority and they trust in your service. If you go and sell a job for $175 or $225, like that's cool. That's cool numbers, sure. But what you need to do is you need to sell higher prices so that way then you can actually get more deals in. People will say yes more because they trust you because you're sticking to your prices rather than selling cheaper jobs. You're doing yourself a disservice. So, price versus a quote. A yes or no instead of a maybe. You're there to get a yes or a no, not a maybe. Now, when you're selling and you're going through, you're going to go through features and benefits. A feature is something along the lines of just like, for example, we take care of the frames, the tracks, and the sills. That's a feature. The benefit of that is actually that we do it so that way then when it rains, no dirt or dust gets thrown back on the windows. That's a benefit. People buy because of benefits. They don't buy because of features. So the more benefits you can have in your arsenal, the better you're going to be able to actually sell people and pull more deals through. Now, that all helps, but when we're selling in different areas and we're picking different areas, if you're selling in a higher income neighborhood, there's going to be different benefits that you're going to have versus a lower income neighborhood. There's going to be different benefits there. Now, when we're picking an area, if you're going through and you're finding an area, you want to look for roads that look kind of janky, right? So this one would be like this. They would have an exit over here. This is kind of how the roads would look. Whereas there's another. So this is good. This is good. Thumbs up. Hundo. I don't know what to write there. On the flip side of that, we have checkerboard neighborhoods that look like this. They almost look like grid patterns. These are typically more rundown neighborhoods that you're not really going to want to sit in and knock in. They're not really as good. Um, so these aren't going to have as much money. Now, when we go down into here, I want you guys to understand when you're knocking an area, you need to stick to the area and keep knocking in there. It's not worth it to keep moving around. The neighborhood, you can sit there and think, oh, this is a bad neighborhood. These people just got knocked. No, you're missing out on a ton of deals. You need to be able to stay in there and gain momentum. Get names of people and start name dropping actual real people, not fake names. Now, again, picking the area, having features and benefits, price versus quote, and what you're selling, all of these are going to help you sell more jobs. If you do all of these steps correctly, you're going to be creating urgency as to you are there today and you're there to do your job now. You'll get a lot of people that say maybe or let me think about it, and then you're going to get a lot of those because you're leaving quotes and you're leaving it up in the air. So once you do get a sale, you're going to want to begin the onboarding process ASAP. You want to clean the houses the same day. You don't want to sit there and wait 2-3 days. You want to clean them the same day. As soon as you sell it, try to get somebody over there as soon as possible. That is the key to all of it. That's how you're going to be able to sell more deals.